LovePanky presents.
The subtle signs your girlfriend is not over her ex. Does she miss him or want him back? Do you ever wonder if your girlfriend's not over her ex? It's possible she does a few things that make you think that way. Perhaps you catch her staring at an old picture of her ex when she thinks you aren't looking. Or she talks about him every so often when there's no need to. It's not always easy to decipher the thoughts that run through a girl's mind. But if she's not over her ex, it might be more obvious than you think. Girls can be pretty secretive, especially when it comes to exes and residual feelings of love. But if you ever get a nagging thought at the back of your mind and wonder if she's still harboring feelings for her ex, the chances are you're probably right. Is it normal to still have feelings for your ex? Well, it really depends. You shouldn't be in love with them, that's for sure. You also shouldn't miss them or wish they were still around. However, for an ex to pass through your mind fleetingly occasionally, that's something that everyone experiences. The problem is when you think that your girlfriend is holding on to the past relationship and wishing that things were different. When that situation is in play, how can your relationship ever flourish? Should you put up with it? If your girlfriend's only recently broken up with her boyfriend, it's pretty obvious she's still going to miss him or think of him sometimes. But there's a very fine line between missing an ex on memory lane and pining over him. If you believe your girlfriend is still smitten by her ex or is having second thoughts about getting back with him, talk about it with her. You don't need to ask her if she still misses her ex. That would just make things weird. And even if you do ask her something like that straight out, she'd deny it outright. Instead, communicate with her. Tell her that you believe she's been distant for a while. Explain that her behavior is not helping the relationship and it's not helping you trust her. But honestly, if your girlfriend is stuck in a shoddy love triangle inside her head, it's not going to end well, at least for you. The subtle signs your girlfriend's not over her ex yet. If the thought of your girlfriend wanting her ex nags you, use these signs she's not over her ex to decipher her thoughts. It'll definitely help you understand her mind better. 1. She's distant and confused. If your girlfriend gets distant and aloof now and then, that's normal. We all have problems in our lives that make us distant occasionally. But if at some point in this conversation she tells you she's confused, or she talks about her ex highlighting something positive about him, that's a red flag. 2. She seems excited when she sees her ex. Your girlfriend gets excited and jumpy as soon as she accidentally meets her ex or bumps into him. She can't stop talking about him even after he says goodbye and walks away. If you weren't around her when she bumps into her ex, and she tells you about it over the phone, you may notice that she's more excited and alive than she normally is. 3. She starts going down memory lane. Your girlfriend talks about her ex-boyfriend's memories like they're still fresh in her head. She remembers him fondly and speaks of him as if he was her best friend. 4. She's big on comparisons. Does your girlfriend ever compare you to her ex-boyfriend and show you in a negative light? Of course, she may do this only when she's pissed off with you. But yet, if your girlfriend compares you to her ex for the silliest reasons, or when you're late or forget to do something, it only means she's mentally evaluating who's the better boyfriend material. 5. She's regularly in touch with him. Exes stay exes for a reason. Exes never make good friends. Of course, it is definitely possible for exes to stay friends, but it's not likely. If your girlfriend is still friends with her ex and stays connected to him in a more than just an old acquaintance kind of way, you have grounds to worry. And you're definitely allowed to go into panic mode if she texts him often or likes his social media posts and drops a comment every now and then. 6. She still remembers the small details and events. When a relationship breaks down and the ex-lovers go their separate ways, one of the first things they need to do is erase their love slates clean. But if your girlfriend still remembers their song and hums nostalgically, or points out every single place she and her ex used to hang out, it only means she's still hanging on to the thoughts of her ex and keeping them alive. 7. She gets irritated when she hears about his dating life. Your girlfriend's supposedly in a relationship with you, and supposedly she's happy with you. But does she get irritated or annoyed when she hears that her ex is dating some other girl? She may not tell it to your face, but if you read her expressions, she may seem distracted or angry. Or she may get unnaturally quiet all of a sudden. 8. You feel like the rebound guy. Your girlfriend may be using you as a rebound guy. This could be either to get over her ex or to make him jealous. It is something that happens frequently when two good friends start dating each other. 9. She seems to love talking about her ex. She may not talk about her ex with you all the time. But when she meets her friends, does she ask about her ex within the first 15 minutes of meeting them? If she constantly asks about her ex and what he's been up to, or if her eyes light up and she talks excitedly about him with her friends, sorry, but she still has the hots for him. 10. She intentionally bumps into him. And you know it. Has your girlfriend ever asked you to take her to a particular place even though you have other plans, and then accidentally bumped into her ex? If your girlfriend gets really excited to go to a reunion, or if she insists that you don't tag along with her even when you know she'll bump into her ex, it may be a sign that she's still not over him. 11. She says she loves you, but she thinks of him. Your girlfriend tells you she loves you, but she also mentions that she thinks of her ex now and then. If your girlfriend ever says this to you, that's probably because you're being a doormat and letting her walk all over you. 12. He tries to get in touch with her and she's secretly thrilled. And surprisingly, she doesn't want to be rude to him and avoid him. Instead, she pretends like she's a cute, helpless thing who can't break her ex's heart and stays in touch with him. The bottom line is that she's thrilled he's reached out to her and she's got an army of butterflies fluttering around inside her chest. 13. She's moody whenever he's mentioned or seen. Your girlfriend becomes distant from you each time she meets her ex. She smiles to herself or wants her space. Think about it, an ex-boyfriend who's still single. And a girlfriend who gets moody and distant each time her ex calls? Something smells fishy, don't you think? 14. She browses her ex's social media accounts frequently. She might tell you that she just wants to make sure that he's okay following the breakup, but that's not true. Really, she's checking up on him to make sure that he's not moved on yet. 15. She wants to take you to the same places she went to with her ex. That's because she doesn't want to let go of her ex relationship. It's almost like she's trying to relive that past relationship with someone new. It's a shame that you're the one who's getting caught in her wishful reimagination. 16. She refuses to talk about her ex. You catch her looking through her ex's social media, meeting up with his family, and she bumps into him frequently. And yet, despite him being so involved in her life, she just doesn't want to talk about him. That's because she still has feelings for him. Whatever those feelings are, anger or love, they're stopping her from talking about him. 17. She always compliments her ex in conversation. If it makes you feel weird when your girlfriend compliments her ex whenever she has the chance to, that's completely valid. She should be focusing on complimenting you, her boyfriend, not some jerk from her past. If she is complimenting her ex, it could be because she still has feelings for him. 18. She defends her ex whenever she can. He wasn't such a bad guy. I was as responsible for our relationship ending as he was. You know, despite everything that happened, he's still a really great person. Spoken like a person who still isn't over their ex. 19. She drunk texts him. Some people say that drunk texts are a sober person's thoughts. While that might not be true, it's still hurtful when your partner chooses to talk to their ex over you. You should be occupying her thoughts. But if she has time to think about her ex while she's drunk, she might be thinking about him more than you think. So what do you think? Does it seem like your girlfriend still thinks fondly of her crush and misses him? There are many more subtle signs and ways to know for sure if your girl is still missing her ex or wants to get back with him. Check out the link below to learn a few other bigger red flags, or watch the next video to know what you need to do when you do find out your girl is still smitten silly by her ex. Thanks for watching, and good luck!